Insight and revelation. Now the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. But we all, with open face beholding, as in a glass, the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. When we do not know the difference between insight and revelation, we would be far from transformation. The end product of the successful preacher's input is transformation. Therefore, it is imperative for the teacher to take this matter seriously. We are not ignorant of the fact that these tiny spiritual concepts have been used interchangeably, so much that several persons presume that they mean just the same or are even synonymous. However, as we compare spiritual things with spiritual, we amazingly discover the age-long divide. It blooms very clearly that anyone who dares to look more closely will doubtlessly see it. I beg to say that these two words have their origin in the spirit realm. So the human dictionary will do us little good because they are spiritually discerned. Nevertheless, we may at some point draw from the pieces of what it has to offer. This is not in any way an attempt to underestimate the importance of the dictionary, only that when it comes to spiritual things, we best understand them when we key in to the spirit realm. Geography does affect concepts. What could mean peace in a certain geography may mean war in a different geography. A servant of God must be careful not to fall into the temptation of discerning spiritual things from human perception. This is a common sin among the clergy. But the Lord will deliver us as we follow the Holy Spirit. The end product of the successful preacher's input is transformation. The word insight is a combination of two words, in and sight. The root word sight is originally associated with understanding. The Greek considers a man blind who falls short of a certain understanding. He is said to be blind to that subject. Those who are well learned are considered as enlightened, seeing. This is the case of sight. Now, if we combine the prefix in, it will mean having an understanding in a certain matter. Literally, it would mean sight in. Insight is independent on the individual having it. He does not have to be inside the scene of incidents. He is a passerby who only got by to look into a matter like one looking through the window into a house. Sure, if he got close enough, he would have a story to tell. He must catch some vivid glimpse of the truth. Such sight could be so amazing that one can feel dazzled. This is the case of a man who has got insight. Insight can be very exciting. It has lots of stories and sometimes a lot of exaggerations. As wonderful as insight may be, it can be honestly referred to as the journey and not the destination. Whereas several persons stop at this point and zoom off with great stories, the Lord holds out for a yonder experience. The servant of God must be careful not to fall into the temptation of discerning spiritual things from human perception. Let's think of it this way. What difference will it make if that brother who is standing by the window, gazing and wondering, is asked to come inside the room? Supposing he has a friend with him, and he, after the first, second, and third gaze, hurriedly ran away to share his experience, and the second fellow, opting to wait a little, was ushered into the room. When they meet, what do you think might be the story of both of them? And who do you think will be louder in proclaiming their experience? If you are following the issues in a realistic way, you will see that the man who had only a glimpse of the whole thing will be the loudest. What he got is good, but it's only a sight in. The second fellow, though not too loud, got the main thing, revelation. Revelation is the end, while insight is the means. It is not just what the audience needs to hear, but where they need to get into. Revelation is a realm, as insight is a realm. In the realm of insight, light floods the eyes and activates the intellect, while in the realm of revelation, life, floods the man and quickens his spirit. Insight connects with the brain